I think that might be my favorite line. What you eat don't make me shit.
Nah.
That's some real shit though.
What you eat don't make me shit, nigga. Mind your business. You do you, and I'ma do me.
Right? Yeah. Them chitlins and pork chops you eat don't make me shit. I love that shit. I love it.
Oh, I love Taco Bell.
I love it. What's up, Ray?
Hey, you guys. Hey. Welcome to Heart of the City Radio.
Welcome.
I mean, they didn't even know who we was.
I think they know by now, though.
And just in case you don't.
I think they do know.
I don't know.
But
I like new viewers, so I hope it's new viewers.
So
for the ones who don't know, welcome.
Nosotros está Heart of the City
Radio.
I am nobody. You can say my name tonight. Give me some music, Jacob.
I mean, he's Mr. Nobody, the Ed, you know.
Mr. Nobody. What's up? What's up, Teresa?
Wow. Ooh, I gotta tell you something when we get off of here, child.
Lord have mercy. The tea keeps on. The tea keeps on boiling.
It's massive.
Before we continue, who are you?
But she ain't even tell her what she right. She forgot who she was.
I Miss Vash, you guys. Hey.
What's up, y'all? But look here. We a man down. My man Breezy, he couldn't make it tonight. Shout out to my man because he had to take care of his son. Thank y'all for tuning in. What's up, Tanya? We got a real good show coming up tonight. We got a legendary DC icon.
Okay.
Mr. Stinky Dink himself, the Riggedy Raw one. For those who are familiar with the go-go scene in the 80s and the early 90s, Mr. Stinky Dink was probably one of the major voices that you heard all over the nation's capital. I got my man, my good friend, Mr. Stinky Dink in the building. He gonna come in and shed some light on what it was to be an up-and-coming rapper in the early 80s and the 90s when rap was non-existent in D.C. Right. And do it behind a go-go beat. So, you know what I'm saying? I got my man in here. He gonna come up in a few minutes. Other than that, though, you know, just been chilling, though. What's up with you?
I mean, I had a good week. I can't complain. I'm grateful. I'm here. I'm living. My kids is fine. My mom is okay. You know, I can't complain.
I agree. I can agree. You know, everything was good. Woke up every morning. You know what I'm saying? Woke up this morning.
I'm
so we
sitting
still
right here.
Right, we here. But I got a question though. What's up with all this sucker shit? All these nooses coming up, man. What's up? Who's putting these nooses up around town, man, on some sucker shit?
What?
You ain't about the nooses? They hanging nooses all around, man. They done found a noose inside the African American Museum now.
Oh, you know what?
Stop. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta stop this sucker shit.
Where do you think it's coming from? Like, what do you think is happening?
Suckers. Like, I won't even give them no light. Just suckers. I mean, you mad just because, like, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, you're Trump in office, so you can come out and say what you want to say.
Stop being a bitch ass nigga.
Stop being a bitch ass nigga, man. Come on out and say what you feel. You know what I'm saying? Whether you hate niggas or not, man, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. You know we don't like y'all asses. If you don't like me, I don't like you either.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, we even now.
Cut it with the sucker shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. Go ahead, Mo.
Go ahead, Mo.
You know what I'm saying? They hanging nooses all around town and shit, man.
And I ain't even know about it. That's how irrelevant y'all are.
Right.
I didn't even enlighten you bastards on it, so it doesn't even matter. Stop playing with us. That's all. Right. We're not our grandparents.
Yeah, right. I'm
gonna get a T-shirt to say that shit.
Right.
And I'm gonna stand in the Burger King line.
Right.
Okay.
We are not our grandparents, but other than that, you know what I'm saying? It's been a pretty good week.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Jacob, the super engineer.
Jacob.
Got my man right here, my favorite white guy of all times. Got our executive producer, Marcus.
Let's say Marcus, darling.
Hey, we're gonna take
Marcus, darling.
We're gonna take a 2-minute break.
2 minutes.
I don't even think we need 2 minutes. Right,
Melvin.
We're gonna take a 30-second break, and we be right back. We're gonna bring my man Stinky Dink on. Get right into this conversation. We be right back. Thank y'all for tuning in to Heart of the City Radio. I am Mr. Nobody, accompanied by my left hand lady, Miss Trashy Vashy. We be right back. We back to Heart of the City Radio. I am Mr. Nobody. I got my girl, Miss Trashy Vashy, right here, and sitting right here, man. Listen, I don't know how big this might be to everybody else, but to me, this is real big.
Yes, this is a big deal.
This man is an icon in the city for those that don't know, far as rapping goes. This was one of the best rappers to come out of this city.
Hey.
No, wrong song. It's One Track Mind. We're going to go for One Track Mind here. I got the honorary, the legendary Mr. Stinky Dink himself, man. Say what's up to everybody.
What's happening, DC? Listen.
Turn my man Mike on. Is the mic up? Yeah, go ahead talking to the mic, Dink.
What's up, DC? It's the Stinky Dink, the Riggedy Raw, a.k.a. the Showman John Bowman, a.k.a. the all-around rawest man in the business of rapper called Hawk. Y'all already know what it is.
My man.
I like that.
Listen, before it was Wale, or before it was Shy Glizzy, before it was Fat Trail, it was Stinky Dink.
Stinky Dink.
Stinky Dink. The man made a name for himself in the late 90s and the late 80s and the early 90s by getting on the mic, rapping with the best band, the wickedest band alive. For all those that's go-go heads and true Washingtonians. This man was one of the first pioneers of DC rap outside of Mr. Fat Rodney, God rest his soul.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, so let's get right into it, man. Introduce yourself for those that don't know, man. How did you get started, man? And we're going to take it from there.
So basically got started rocking with Red Essence, but to take it deeper than that, for those who don't know, I went to Norfolk State in 1988. That was a place where Fat Rodney used to frequent. So Fat Rodney used to come down there on the weekends to see his man Keith. A lot of y'all might know Keith Childs. And I was already rapping down there. You know, DC kind of had the stronghold on Norfolk State back then. So when Rodney came down, it was like, to make y'all relate to it, it was like Biggie coming on the yard. The whole yard to get packed. And of course, the New York dudes will rap, Rodney will rap. Then they'll pull me up and rap. And, you know, Rodney took me under his wing, and you know what I'm saying, we had some experiences together, went down to Aggie Fest and stuff like that. I come home, see him rap, and then everybody in the city know Rodney passed. Me and my boys kept going to the go-go. They kept pressing funk to let me rap. One day let me rap, and
that was it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
that was
took
it.
over from there.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it. Now listen, growing up, right, I always wanted to get into the go-go at 12, 13.
Me too.
To see Stinky Dink rap, because what you would do was you would battle. Am I correct? It was kind of like battling. Yeah, it was battling back then.
Wow.
But it was like DC style.
Okay.
He was joning on you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Talk about how bad your underarms might smell.
So you can be you know how Joan.
Well, and like man, Ed kind of discussed it last night. You know when you kind of in your zone in life.
Yeah, you just go.
That man, Ed discussed it last. That 18-year-old guy. I'm 46 now. I look at him like a different person because it's things that he was doing that I really don't understand now, and I know the arts and crafts of rap all the way through.
Right.
Which I was explaining to Ed. I rapped with Red Essence for a year. Rappers go on tour for a year. But for those whole 52 weeks, I was doing different raps, which people in the city will know. You know, the Pipe, the Gun, the Riggedy Raw one, Old McDonald. I mean, I was doing different raps every week. I was 18 years old, and I'm not a freestyle. I'm a writer. So when I think now, I'm like, shit, I was in the streets. I was one of the hottest people in the city, so I'm dealing with the females. I'm like, when was I finding time to write those raps and remember them, because we played 4 to 5 nights a week. So basically, when it came to the battle, all I can explain was, I didn't know who was coming to battle me. They might come to the go-go for 2 weeks and observe me, but they was messing with a young lion that was living his dream, and they ain't had nothing coming. That's all I can say. That was a zone right there. I'm really not a battle rapper. I'm a writer. Okay. But at that point in my life, you wasn't coming on that stage and doing nothing with me. That's just how it was.
So let me ask you this:
tight.
At that time, like, you know, rap was kind of like, you know, secondary, maybe tertiary in the city. Like, people like, man, make fun of you, man, because everybody felt like that rap was some Bama shit. You remember, like, you listen to hip hop, man, you was on some Bama shit, and you actually came in and made it cool to rap and know how to rap and do it over a go-go beat. Like,
well, I would say on that, I didn't make it cool for people in DC to rap. I would get at the Fat Rodney, because Fat Rodney was,
shout out, rest in peace.
He was a street figure already. So it took a street figure to make rap cool. And then when I came, I kind of brought the lyrical part to the game, and that made everybody that was in the rap say, like we discussed last night, once I came, the drove of rappers came. But when Rodney and Scorpio and them was rapping, everybody was just letting them roll.
Okay.
So Rodney made it cool as being a already street, whether he was rapping or not, people knew who Fat Rodney was. You know what I'm saying? Before I started rapping, people didn't know who I was. So Rodney kind of made it cool. I would call him the innovator, and I would say I pioneered it from there.
Now when Rodney died, that was about 89, right?
89.
Yeah, how did that affect you? I mean, I know it was a major blow to the city because, like I said, I was kind of young and I understood because he was, from the same neighborhood I grew up in. But like that impact, like how did it impact you and the party scene, the go-go scene after he passed?
I mean, well, for me personally, it was like my idol passed. But but a lot of time didn't pass. It's like the universe worked a while sometimes. I don't know if people into the spiritual thing, but like I look at it like, how did I end up down Norfolk and Fat Rodney end up coming down Norfolk? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So within the time of him passing, probably only a month went by where I got on stage. So it wasn't a big gap. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and I look at that as some universal type stuff that you really can't even explain. For us to meet and that to happen, and then I end up with the band, right behind him.
Right. You took off, and you only performed with them for a year, huh?
Yeah, for a year.
Cause it seemed like, listen, I'm gonna tell you how serious this man was. Essence probably played, and we talking about Go-Go Strong DC when Go-Go was like the major sound coming out this city, and Essence probably performed 3 to 4 nights a week. So it's like every other car that you heard had RE with Stinky Dink coming out there. So it was like, it seemed like you recorded 1,000. You had 1,000 songs with RE. Yeah, it seemed like that.
It seemed like that because you remember back then we go to the Go-Go tonight and they say our name. The tape is out tomorrow.
Right.
We can go get that tape tomorrow. Whereas Go-Go bands don't put their tapes out every night now.
Right.
So it was like we go to the Go-Go tonight. That tape out tomorrow. So it's like I was putting out 4 records a week on the RE tape.
Right.
I was doing different raps, different series of raps and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what made it seem like a lot.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I used to run up Mac Attacks. For those that know about Mac Attack Arcade on Florida Avenue, used to be right here by the old where Popeyes used to be at. It's Half Smokes now. This is how much the city's done changed. But they used to have an arcade. They used to sell Go-Go tapes, and I would run in there every weekend to find the RE tape that had Stinky Dink on it, because that's how awesome of a rapper I thought this nigga was. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So did you guys back then, since you did so many raps, so many different ways and styles, did you guys practice every night, or it's like you'll just go to the Go-Go and they give you the mic?
Now she's good. That's a good question. She set me up for an alley-oop right there.
Because
that was a beautiful question. Yes, it was. Because this is something that a lot of people don't know, because I don't volunteer the information, and maybe even a lot of people that that's my man or I'm their man. They don't know this. The whole time I rap with Rare Essence, I did not practice not one time. I was not a part of the band. I used to come through the front door with everybody else. The only time I practiced was for the Capitol Center show, and that's because y'all know I was the Joker there. I had on the Joker outfit.
Right.
That's the only show I practiced. I used to come in there and rap off of whatever they was playing, and it was no practice. I never practiced with them, and I don't think people knew that. They probably thought I did. I just came in the door like everybody else.
That's so tight.
Hey, that was.
And the reason you want to know why I asked, because I'm 32 years old, and my go-go band is Backyard. Like I grew up off of Backyard. I love G.
That's my man.
Like
Big
I
G.
love. Listen, if I'm going to the Go-Go, I'm going to that Backyard show.
Right.
I love RE2. I love what's the TCB? I love all of them, but Backyard. So all the dudes that I knew that used to come through the Backyard show and rock, they used to just, come in there like we did, and they just get the mic.
Right.
So I didn't never know about. I knew the guys who practiced, the ones that was in the band.
Right. Speaking of Los one of the longest running rappers in the history of the city.
Underrated too.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Very underrated.
Yeah,
as
underrated.
a rapper,
Shout out
as
to
a
Los.
lyrical, yeah,
Like I ain't forget him.
Very underrated.
I love Los.
Donnell Floyd too, though,
Yeah.
from RE.
Yeah, Donnell.
Well, that's my man.
Currently of
that would be the
familiar faces.
faces.
But
Yeah.
with Fat Rodney, that would be the second person that I would say if I was to get Fat Rodney. That was like my idol, and Donnell was like.
Yeah, Donnell,
he took
the
a
shit.
big interest in me from when I first got on there, because he was into the music. So I'm pretty sure he heard the lyrics like everybody else heard the lyrics.
All right,
Yeah.
so let me ask you this. Let's move along a little bit. So now you doing your thing. Your name is all over the city. Stinky didn't get Riggedy Raw.
Yes.
How did you wind up hooking up with Luke, Uncle Luke, and signing the record deal on his label? Tell us how did that come about?
That was kind of after RE. I started rapping with RE and late in like the mid '90s.
Was it any particular reason why you started rapping with him?
Yeah, you could say that. It seemed like I was, my role on a nightly basis was getting thinner.
Right.
And I remember dudes asking me, "You gonna rap tonight? You gonna rap tonight?" I was like, "I don't know, because it became a thing where some people was actually coming to see me rap. You know what I'm saying? So, I just got tired of it. And then at that time, I guess we smoking in here, so we could say it. The streets was jumping. That was that era.
Right.
So I decided to get some money, like I say on the
Hello.
record. Contemplating, perpetrating. Y'all know what it is. But anyway, during that time, we recorded One Track Mind, April 10th, 1990. That's the day I wrote the song. And when One Track Mind came out, back then, that's what it was about. Record sales, you making a movement in your region. And One Track Mind was doing that. We ran into Luke brother, and we took the trip down. Me and Luke really sat up and closed the deal ourselves. We was waiting for him this one. Luke used to fill up arenas with the Freaky Deek shit. So we waiting for him. He come in. We let the lawyer sit, me and him go upstairs, and we, looking at one of the freak tapes, talking. We closed the deal, but like I was saying, I had caught a charge. But the charge was so small back then, I decided I ain't going to tell him because I'm figuring, I'm going to go to court. They're going to let me roll and everything good. And like I say, November 30th, 1991, I did the biggest show of my life at the Capitol Center, which, the younger people probably know now as Magic Johnson Boulevard. That used to be where the Wizards and the Caps played, where all the big shows was at. I did a show
Old
there.
school DC right there.
Yeah, with Ghetto Boys, Leaders of the New School, when Busta Rhymes was in there. EPMD, it was a big rap show. At that time, I was the hottest thing going here, so I was representing the city. 5 days later, I went to court, December 5th, 1991, and they stepped me back. So a week after that, only for a few months. And me and Ed talked about it, but in 1991, by me already coming from D.C., being an underdog, and not letting the situation be known, those couple of months set me all the way back.
Right.
Whereas though now a dude get locked up for a couple of months, somehow that make him real. He go platinum when he come home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is unfortunate.
And at the same
very
time,
unfortunate.
and so yeah.
Now he go platinum.
So basically, that was the story of that. Like I say, I got people around me say, "Boy, you got railroaded," and I know that back then. One charge, I had buddies with gun charges walking the streets, with charges pending. They put boxes on these legs now. I went to pretrial with record contracts, awards, and everything. Maybe if I wouldn't have did that, they'd let me roll.
Yeah, they might have would have let you
I
out.
had a white pretrial lawyer, so they stepped me back, and that's how that went.
So did he just signed you to like a single deal?
Well, no, it was an album deal. But look what the advance was. These niggas getting millions now. My advance was 10,000, but when I got it, I was down Lawton. I was down Youth Center, which no more exists, but DC people know what I'm talking about. Yeah, people used to bang on the sale, "Stink, your joint on the radio." So it was kind of like a few years later when Tupac got locked up, and it was a shock to the people. If Jai wasn't a shock to me, I was like, shit, I got locked up at my highest point too. Just the nation ain't know me, so they ain't say, well, don't put him over there. That's Tupac. The city knew me, but the system ain't know me.
Right.
Dink was with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So let me ask you, how you feel about the rap scene that's emerging coming out the city now? What's your
I think it evolved, and right now, I'm loving it. because I think enough time has went on, and I don't know how the old school fellas gonna take this, but like I say, you know, we can still do our thing. You know, we still do, you know, rock shows and stuff like that. I still get booked for shows, but what I say is, one knock DC always people will use in entertainment world. It was a knock. The entertainment world always has a look. They have a way they going about things. Back in our day in old school DC, we could go out of town and every other state knew who we was through our dress. We didn't have to say no words. They looked, oh, them Timbs, them New Balance, that's a C-Rack suit, them Gucci's. They knew what DC was. And the entertainment world, that wasn't helping us because our style wasn't matching entertainment. Now you look at the newer generation, the rappers look like entertainment.
Everybody look the same.
Right. So basically we evolved to fit ourselves in entertainment and for them to know us through our slangs and stuff.
So basically we had to lose ourselves in order to, do you feel like we lost ourselves?
You had to lose part of yourself, but you got, see, when you got youngins that's really, like say the youngest Shy Glizzy, he really from here. So he may not be old school DC, but he's new school DC.
Yeah,
and new school DC is more industry effective, which is going to get you that money. I'm going to keep it real. We just old school DC, we was stuck in our ways, which ain't nothing wrong with that because we set a mark for the city. You know what I'm saying? Our own mark. But now if you trying to get into that entertainment and you trying to make them millions, you got to do, you got to make yourself similar to that. But these youngins, they got it now. I look at the young and Will, the rapper, Shy Glizzy. Shy Glizzy got a joint with I think a guy called Gold Link. I don't know none of the youngins, personally. These joints is tight. Booby Son, Nucci. Oh, vicious. You know what I'm saying? So you actually can turn on BET Jams right now, and they'll show you 5, 6, 7 videos in a row that's young DC artists, and them Jones cranking. I will give them that. Them Jones cranking. So at one point I wasn't feeling it, but right now they have evolved enough where they playing that game. And then you can't say enough about Wale. You know what I'm saying? Even though some people might, you know, I know the youngest doubt Wale, but one thing Wale got and what got him in is Wale is I call it industry friendly. His whole personality. Yeah. He never had that dirty Todd DC
right. That's why
edge
I think he on him.
That's why he broke.
That's why because he didn't come in as no grimy nigga.
Right, and he a leader. If you look at Wale, if you really look at Slim, his whole camp, Maybach, is all about the big time.
It's about money.
He don't even when he get on tracks with him on that new jump, they talking that trap stuff. He say trap guys ain't nothing like them trap guys. You talking about a leader. What younger you know can stand in a money camp? All they talk is money, and he talk his jump and survive.
True indeed.
Yeah.
True,
so you gotta give him his. Man. I think
indeed.
Younger gonna be in the industry when he stop rapping. I think his camp groom him. You gonna see Shawty in movies, hosting shows, and all that. That's my prediction.
So. I do believe so.
Because he ain't never play like you say, baby. He ain't never get in that grimy lane.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Dan. Let me ask you some real shit though, because like I was talking to DJ Cool. We had DJ Cool up here a couple weeks ago, and you know, at that same time, that 88, 89, he was, you know, cutting records, and he was trying to take them up north, up New York. But it was like New York kind of rejected it because they felt like, you know, it was go-go, it was DC shit. But on some underlying shit, do you think the drug trade, the fuse that New York and DC had in the drug trade affected us doing business in the music industry?
I can't say that for sure, but what I can say is, okay, if we talking about rap and rap only, we ain't gonna get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a biased thinking person. I keep it all the way real. The home of rap is New York. I don't care where it's at now, how much money you making. That's where it kicked off at. So if you are the one city, like I said, I went to college. My sisters went to college. Everybody went to HBCU. No, DC and New York had that little push. They little money, that got over on everybody else, but we just happened to wasn't going for it. You know what I'm saying? We just the city that wasn't going for it. So, yeah, you might have had some dudes come, and then Puffy went to Howard. Like, I got a song. I said, I was a legend in my city when Puffy was up Howard, Ask Phil. You know what I'm saying? Which is his manager. When I seen Phil, you know, Phil used to come to the Go-Go's. When I seen Phil on the Making the Band, I'm like, whoa, that's Phil. You know what I'm saying? D-Dot, Dirk Angelelli, and them all that went to Howard. They used to travel with me and open up on the show. Him, and Rod, they was called Two Kings in the Cypher. They used to open up for me.
Yeah, TKO. I remember that.
So,
2K, yeah, Two Kings in the Cypher. Yeah.
So, you know, you could have that blackball effect. You know, as far as that's just like if another city come out and they try and make go-go bands. depending on how DC come take that, you might have to come here to sign with some people to get the go-go bands. Depending on how DC, man, we ain't signing them.
Right.
Here to sign.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's their shit for real. I mean, it spread it, and everybody, everybody fucking it now. Rap the biggest pussy in the world right now. Everybody fucking, and
It sure is.
no, that's a hell of a feeling. But
I learned that today. I had an experience today, and it's so messy. But I ain't even gonna tell y'all it's so goddamn messy. But I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
no, rap became why I call it the
everybody's just getting in the door.
Yeah, they do what they was.
Everybody.
The Pillsbury
Everybody.
don't mag
In the club
rap.
getting
They don't
tipsy.
give a shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah, like, but I was amazed, like, okay.
Yeah. You can
And
basically I seen rap take that turn back in the day when dudes start getting into the game and say, I ain't no rapper. I'm a game talker. I'm a spitter. Or I do this. I'm like, Joe, you'll never go to a doctor's office and he'll tell you, yeah, I ain't no dentist, but I'm going to pull your teeth.
Right.
There's no other profession that's going to do that
Right.
except rap. A nigga tell you, I don't rap, I freestyle.
I'm a lyricist.
Yeah,
Nigga,
I
you
don't
a
rap, I
rapper.
do this. There's no other profession
Right.
that got turned, even in music. I'm pretty sure rock had to start somewhere. Jazz had to start somewhere. But when me and you start putting on our little shirts and saying, Sally got a brand new car, they called it soft rock. Hard rock, heavy metal, soft jazz, easy listening jazz. Why the fuck they ain't do that for rap when all these niggas come out with all this different shit? They just put us all under one joint, which took the lyricists and pushed them to the corner. Because most hit songs are not lyrical songs. When we was listening to it, hit songs are songs that people can repeat and learn. They can't learn that lyrical shit.
Right.
The average person, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and I learned that because one track mind is, I'm a lyricist. One track mind, I wouldn't count in my top 500 songs lyrically. 1,000 songs I ever wrote in my life, but it's the realest song I ever wrote.
Right.
That's
the damn difference.
You know what I'm saying?
And guess what? That's the only thing we can remember. One, my man, $100 in a one track mind. Like, but the song was lyrical as shit. Right. It was a lyrical song, but like you said, the only thing I can remember is my man, $100 in a one track mind. No, that's real shit. That is real shit. Hey, we're gonna take a quick break. We be right back. We talking to Mr. Stinky Dink, and we also got a special guest in the building. We're gonna bring her up. Hopefully, we can get her to do something on the stage for Miss Kenilworth Katrina, y'all.
Hey.
We got a hell of a show tonight, y'all. We be right back, y'all. Heart of the City Radio. Tune back in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, the world renowned, the world well known, Mr. DJ Cool.
Lift off. Lift off.
Believe it or not, I had a dream and I dreamt the song "The Music Ain't Loud Enough."
Pump up the volume. Pump up the volume.
I dreamt all the lyrics. I dreamt all the samples, the whole arrangement. This is real talk right now. So we go in, chopped all my samples up. I said, I need a kick from this song. I need a snare from this song. I need this from this song, this from that song. The beat from "The Music Ain't Loud Enough" was a sample by from an EU record called "The Cabbage Patch."
Okay, yeah. I don't care where you at. I just want to see that Cabbage Patch.
So that was the Cabbage Patch beat. That roll right there, that's from a Trouble Funk record.
Right.
I knew it. DJ Cool stuff. The kick that I'm using for this, going over top of this go-go loop, is from a Heavy D record. This samples from everywhere that I sampling.
Now at that time, yeah, right. You can sample.
Everybody
sample
right
at
now.
will. So all those records you sampled.
Got in there right before Biz messed it up. Music Machine. So let's fast forward to 1989. I had a song called "What the Hell You Come In Here For."
1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell you come in here for?
So during the show, I'm passing the records out. Some of them took the records and appreciated it. Some of them took the records and broke them. They broke them. But we're still going. I ain't letting that faze me. I'm going to take what y'all do, and I'm going to take what we do. I'm going to put it together, and I'm going to throw it right back at you. Woo, boy. Here we go. One night, I used to play at a club called Ivory's Uptown Lounge. This particular night, I was playing the 900 number. And something actually got caught in my throat. I was going to say something to the crowd, because I've always been the type of DJ that's rocking, going back and forth with the crowd. That's the go-go side. Call and response. Hold up! Shouting people out, this and that. Something actually got caught in my throat, and the first thing that I thought of to do to kind of play the whole situation off was to use a line from an old Beastie Boys song, which is Paul Revere.
Let me clear my throat!
The rest of it, the have mercy me, hope you don't mind, that ain't nothing but what I call a lot of Chuck Brown-isms. I actually recorded the 20-minute workout. We did that live at Ivory's.
Right. Okay.
It became a song. What I did, I put the little clear my throat idea, which that's all it was at that time, at the end of the 20-minute workout recording, because people will come up to me and saying, "Cool, you gonna clear your throat tonight? You gonna clear your throat tonight?" What the hell are you talking about?
We back.
Hey,
I got my man $100 in the one track mind, Mr. Pipe, the gun, the riggedy raw one himself, Stinky Dink, in the building. But next to me, right here, I also got Miss Kenilworth Katrina, aka Hurricane Katrina, because when I say she's extra aggressive on the mic, she's a force of nature, man. Tell them about yourself, man. Man, come on, good.
Man, shout out Northeast, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Hey, just repping for the city, Kenilworth Katrina. Name say it. And say it all, you hear me?
Kenilworth Katrina, you from the blue light district, huh?
Yeah.
That's right.
Everybody know about the blue light district if you from the city,
That's
man.
yes.
Kenilworth, ODC right there.
Yep.
Trainer, man, we appreciate you coming on our show with us.
Definitely.
So we was just talking about DC hip hop and how it's evolved from when my man first stepped on the scene, Stinky Dink, to now. And man, you done had some deep conversations about the same topic. So, like, just piggybacking off of what he said about how DC has changed, and now we fit more than the industry image.
I agree with him.
Do you feel like now this is our time to blow? Like, we can really make DC a hotbed for hip hop, like Atlanta has become.
Definitely.
To Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Because DC, we still haven't got our just due far as like being.
This is small by stature, but this is the biggest city by name and image that haven't got their just due yet.
Yeah.
Right.
The entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
So we can get people like Kenilworth Katrina, you know what I'm saying, some real notoriety. How long you been rapping, Trina?
All my life, for real. You know, some people say that, and you know, they really started. What's good with you, fam?
Yes, indeed.
I mean,
Yes, indeed. Yes,
appreciate
indeed.
it, man. Like literally, you know, I've been rapping long as I can remember. You know, I started out with the 2 tape recorders, one to play the beat, the other one to record you. You know, and that's right.
That's how I started
out. And you know, I've really been doing it, talent shows, all that since I was young, from elementary to middle school to high school. Like everybody who know me, that's what man. You still doing it. You never stop. Like that's what I've always been known for. You know, I've done go-go bands. I've done everything. You know, whatever is involving music, I've done it. I've been doing it all my life.
Did people take you serious back then as a female rapper?
Yeah, people always. I've never had a problem with my music ever.
Right, I mean,
never
like
had
in the
a
early
problem.
ages, like, you know.
Early ages too, always.
Let me say something.
Always.
Because yesterday I was on Facebook and somebody shared a post, and it was a girl. It was a female rapper. She was a gay woman, and she was going against this guy. I think his name is like Disrespect or something like that. And when I tell you, hey. Me being a female, no, he killed her.
Oh wow!
Like no, but see, they never. I can't say that because I never saw her side.
You
They
just
only
seen
showed
his clip.
Listen, the way he was going on her, I was mad. I wanted to fight him. I was like, me as a woman, like I was just like, he was like so disrespectful.
It's a battle, man. You know?
That was the thing
It's a
that
battle.
I think
You gotta
I
be ready.
appreciate out of
That
it.
ring,
Because
you
it was
know?
a battle rap, and I was like, yo.
You
but I went in the comments.
Right, that's right.
No,
That's right.
Now, do you battle rap? Do you battle rap, Trina?
I was asked to battle rap. I believe I can. It's just something that I don't want to be known for being a battle rapper.
Right.
You know, I'm a musician. You know, I'm not a rapper. I'm not a artist. I'm a musician.
Right.
I do everything pertaining with music. You know, from instruments to studio to writing to arranging to that's musician. You know, and people gotta know what they are. You know, and so I definitely know what I am. I'm a musician. So
narrowing it down.
Yeah.
Actually, she just broadened it. Let them know that I can do so much. That's
Oh my God. I mean, again, you know, I've got 25 females from DC. You know, brought them together and we redid Self-Destruction.
So you was part of that
Oh,
movement,
wow.
right?
I put that
remember
movement
I
together.
remember that.
Okay.
I put that movement together.
Anyway, you can pull
shout
that
out
up
to my
from,
queens,
what was
man.
the name of the
Resurrecting Queens. Man.
Resurrecting
Resurrecting.
Queens.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow us, man.
Exactly.
Shout out to the
Resurrecting
Queens, man.
Oh yeah.
We doing big
I can
things, man.
appreciate
We
that.
like I said, man, 25 of us on one. I'm sorry, 24 on one record. We redid Self-Destruction, all females. Like, who done that in the city?
Right.
Who done that in the city? 24? Like, and it's more. Like, people were surprised that it was 24 females that rap. I'm like, it's more than that.
Female,
you know
I
what
met
I'm saying?
a female today
Yeah.
who's who just came into the industry, and I think she's been in the industry for like a couple of months now. And I was like, I've never met a person that has just started rapping. Like everyone that I know that raps, that's into
been
music
doing
or
it all
anything,
their life,
it's
for
something.
years.
Listen, my son is into music. Period.
That's what I'm saying.
And I had to ask him one day, just last week. You know, we was laying in the bed, and I was like, he always tapping all.
Yeah,
you know, that's
how-
what he's singing on.
See,
And
that's
I
what
said,
I'm saying.
and
That's what I mean by all your life. Stinky
right.
didn't know what I'm talking about.
Right. All
your
your
love
life.
for music is not just you either.
Right.
See, a lot of people, they get it twisted. And they think that, you know, because they do music themselves, that's all it's about.
But
no,
but
we can
listen,
listen to other people. We can listen
right.
to, you know, I just
But
love
I
music.
asked him.
You feel me? Like,
I asked him. I said,
Yeah.
Nas, is music all that you think about? And he said, yeah. And
man,
I was like,
he gonna be a musician.
my baby
He
gonna
be
do it.
He gonna be a musician.
Because that's all that he thinks about.
Yeah,
you know what?
That's all that he
My
thinks
mother
about.
said that. My mother said it too. She said that I've been singing and rapping, and doing all that type of stuff since I was a little kid,
Yeah.
mimicking and doing all, you know, so all my life.
Love that track she said, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
you got
shout
some-
out my
yeah.
mother. That's my mother. in
Now
that
you got
joint.
some
Yeah.
fire. Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
got some fire. I was like, man, who the fuck is
Is
this
this girl?
man?
Yeah, I
Who the
said
fuck
that.
is Kenilworth
Yeah.
Katrina, man? She fire. They played her video
Appreciate
on the
that,
Best of
man.
the Best show that
Appreciate
come
y'all,
on
man.
right
Yeah,
after us.
that's
Shout
I saw
out.
y'all on Best of the Best.
Shout out
Hey,
to
y'all.
Best
shout
of
out
the
to
Best.
them, man,
And what I
for
respect
showing
about
love.
people what I respect about their platform is that they actually show love to DC area
Local, yes,
artists.
we gotta do.
And that's what we need. And because it's disheartening. Like if it used to be at one point, like if you go to New York, right? New York had New York radio. If you went down south, they played down south. They catered to their area.
Yeah.
You come to DC, we never really had a real platform that catered to our area artists. So when you got people like Best of the Best that come up and they highlight local artists, I think that's special because, like I said,
Yeah, it
if
is.
we don't support our own, how we
Right.
right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I love what they do.
You know, another thing that was good, I think, also for DC Entertainment was, now I'm old school DC to the bone, but the DMV expanded the region.
Right.
It expanded
Oh,
your ability to make
Definitely.
sales within your area
Definitely.
to garner
True that.
attention for what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely think that. I think, and you know what? I think that was very beneficial for us as an area because now you don't have to just compete for fans in Northeast. Right. You can go out Gaithersburg and lock down that area there and build a fan base. Right.
We never had the area, and also because people was more inclined to buy a go-go tape or a go-go CD, that's where you might come up and you might be like, man, here go my CD. You know, a dude gonna spend that 10 on a go-go CD. Whereas though, you know, you done heard about a lot of rappers in the South. They was millionaires before they even got their deal.
Exactly.
They getting tax-free money, riding around, sell 50,000 CDs at $10 a pop,
That's why they
free.
could go to the record labels and be like, whatever, because you know what I'm saying.
You know, we never had the platform to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question, you guys. My question to the both of you guys is, do you think with you being in the game, you know, for a long time, but, you know, back in the day, and then you currently being in the game, you know, like you're shining, like now this is your time. Do you feel like with you guys both 2 generations of being, you know, like, I'll consider you as a rapper, you know, in this situation.
Right, yeah.
But do you guys feel like in the next 5 years, the people that's coming in like right under you and then under you, because you've been around for so long, you know everybody. Do you think that go-go is going to leave, or do you think that it's going to, you know?
I was just about to ask
like, how
that
do you
question.
think that's going to
Hell
go?
of a motherfucking question.
That's a good one too, because I was talking to somebody about that the other day. It's a very good question because it's a form of go-go called Grown and Sexy now that was created because we grew older.
Right.
You know, we ain't want to go hear the boom, boom, bop, bop, bop no more. Well, the people in that genre, I was one of the youngest people in go-go, and I'm 46. Right. So the people in that genre are really getting up there. And what is happening, I think like I say, the demographics has changed. I think in 5 or 10 years, people are going to more be rolling with Kenilworth Katrina and the rappers, you know what I'm saying? The rappers that got their crew that everybody go to because, you know, first it was bands. I think in 5 or 10 years, it's going to be more of a mix of people roll with the rappers, you know?
Okay.
Because we got hip-hop clubs now. When I came up, if you wasn't rapping at the go-go, you wasn't rapping nowhere. Wasn't no open mics. Wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You was rapping to the people around your way. The only stage was the rap with a band. Yeah. And now you got open mics and clubs.
And even the rappers, when they came to town, they had to come. Didn't nobody care about them being there.
Exactly.
You had to come on backyard.
That's
you
right.
had to come with all
and you had to open up for them too.
Yeah,
That's
right.
That's right.
You know, people like not saying like that, but like, you know, Yuck Mouth Entertainment, all them people, you know, that used to come with the go-go band. I knew them because I heard their songs first in the go-go.
Right.
You know, I grew up off of my oldest
songs
brother.
Like that I found.
He's my oldest brothers and his
go-go made a lot of songs popular before. Right.
Even like the Pieces.
Right, Ashley Simpson. Right.
And you know what?
Ashley Simpson.
That's because we crank them joints, and when we get them joints, they turn into our joints. Because Miss Kim took that Pieces joint. That was her jump. That's her jump. Thank you. Thank you, whoever. That's her jump.
And hello jump.
That's how
Ashley
Simpson.
You know what I'm saying? That's ours too. Shout out the backyard. And look, y'all.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I heard y'all talking about Los, man. Listen, man.
Yes, Los.
Man, shout out to Los. Me and Los, man, y'all check our song out. Me and Los got a song together, man.
Yes.
Actually, we got 2 songs together.
Yes.
One just not released, but man, that's my man, y'all.
I think
Los
on the low and the high probably was one of my favorite rappers to do it. And then Donnell, but listen, Donnell Floyd from RE was a motherfucking animal. He was an animal with the bars.
He's a whole beast. Donnell.
When I was me and Katrina talk. And me and him talk, and me and her close in age. Like, it was guys like him that inspired me to want to be a rapper.
Right.
And I was deep into the whole shit. And then I fell off once I started realizing that, man, they want to clown you. They wanted to make a spectacle out of you instead of highlighting your talents. And I was like, nah, I can't do this shit.
Right.
So I love the space that DC is in, because it's like now that opportunity that I wish we had when we were younger is giving these younger artists a chance to come up and grab it by the ball.
I have another question. So, with you guys, with you, this is for you mainly, Katrina. So do you feel like y'all ever going to get into the flow of like sound and like being from somewhere? Because I don't think DC has a
distinct sound. A distinct
It
sound,
doesn't
right.
have like a T.I., like a down south or a Future. DC to me, I mean, because all that I know is go-go here, so
That
I
is
don't
our-
really
that's
know.
our sound.
Okay.
That's our
So
sound
you
right
can
there.
you can rap to like any beat,
Yeah.
and you know, and that's what makes you different.
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to
that's-
hear you too.
That's our sound right there. I mean, I think too that a lot of people don't realize that. See, we've been original. We've always had our own slang, our own
Right.
clothes, the way we,
Put
carry
shit on.
ourselves and all of
Yes.
that. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people have tried to duplicate what they see, to try to fit in or whatever. But if you just be yourself, like DC, we got it.
Yeah.
We've been had it, and we've had people that has went out. They don't give us the credit, but we've had Nonchalant. We've had Black Indian. We've had,
Right.
we
Section
got
8
people,
mob.
man.
Yeah,
Man,
the
shout
Section
out, man.
8
Rest in
mob.
peace to
Section
my
8
nigga
mob.
Leo, man.
Right.
Man, and that's what I'm saying. Like
What was the group? Question mark
JYB
Asylum.
was signed to
To
Def
Def
Jam.
Jam, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so.
Hey.
Question mark Asylum. Shout out to
Question
them.
mark Asylum.
Right.
Man,
Yeah, so
that's
we-
what I'm saying. So look, you got to know your history too. Like you can't. That's another thing. People be jumping in conversations talking about we ain't done this, we ain't done that. You got to know your history too. Like I know my history about my city. I'm from here, and if
Right.
you gonna get in this game, you got to know your history.
Right.
You can't get in conversations if you don't know what's been done. Legends when you around them, you can't get in this game. You got to know your history first.
Facts.
Then
Facts.
you focus on
I
your
believe
craft,
that.
get your craft up, and you go. If you tight, they can't deny you.
I'm gonna
And
say
I
something. Can I say something on that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say with the industry. The industry has become so consolidated now where the industry is, you got to be extra special to break out of the formula. It got a style right now, and where I think the city's strength come in is right now it's not about a sound. It's about your producer being able to duplicate a sound and put his own sound on it. So basically I think the game is more about what your swag is. And that's what the artists of the DC artists got to make sure they keep their DC swag. But the game has a sound right now. And if you
Okay.
ain't on that sound, if you ain't on that wavelength, they ain't fucking with you.
I'm gonna ask this question then. So, since it's changing so much, do you think it's the distinctive sound between DC or Maryland or Virginia? Well, I'm not even gonna add Virginia in. No disrespect.
No, I'm gonna say
I'm not gonna add Virginia in because Virginia is so big. I'll say Alexandria. I can't relate to anyone else. So I'm just gonna say like that. Do DC sound different from somebody from Gaithersburg, or do a guy from Gaithersburg sound different? Do you like? Is it different slang or something that you will go to an open mic and be like, oh, I know them niggas from VA. Oh, I know them niggas from DC, instead of being, because it's DC now, you can't say, oh, I know them niggas from Southeast, I know that nigga from uptown. It's, oh, I know them niggas from Southeast, and I know her from over Bladensburg.
So basically,
know
you
what I'm
asking
saying?
like, is it a real distinction?
think the slang-
Yeah,
right.
between
I
our
think the
regions
slang
right
is-
here.
Right, I think
You know,
so.
right
I think
us.
so. I would say
Oh, between
so.
our
I think I would say so.
but the slang when you trying to break into the industry, the slang is really industry slang unless your
I'm
spot
talking
becomes
about-
strong enough, like an E40, where you can create your own
I'm
slang.
saying like if you went to an open mic and
I know.
it's some guys from Southeast, and that's the DC guys. Then you might have some dudes from Langley
Gaithersburg.
Park.
Okay, right.
You know what I'm saying? Who rap, and then you might have some dudes from over in like someplace in Alexandria. When you go, do you know that niggas from Southeast?
No.
This nigga?
No, you don't.
Okay, so
No,
we're together.
right.
I'm gonna tell you
Okay.
why, because
Under that umbrella that you just excuse me, Katrina. Under that umbrella that you said, wasn't that you earlier that said I just like the trap rap?
Yeah, I like
That's
rap
what it
music.
is. Well, I don't care where you
Right.
from. You put the
Right.
trap on it. You don't
Right.
care where you
Right.
from.
Okay,
Right
That's
now.
right.
because I love it.
I think Wale
what I
probably.
was gonna say.
Wale probably to me, in this new era of MCing coming out of this city, is one of the best representatives for this area. And if you listen to a lot of things he say, he mentions Mike Frey, like Michael Frey, old school DC. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest drug dealers in the city outside of Grateful Edmonds. So when you got guys, when you got Wale making them type of references, and when he, you know, constantly uses city slang, yes, I agree with you. You could say Wale from DC, but then you look at somebody like Logic. White boy out of Gaithersburg. But if you didn't know he was from this area,
I love him.
You wouldn't put that, you know what I'm saying, he was a DC rapper or this area because he talks. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's the difference in what the youngins doing now that I mentioned. Nucci, Will the Rapper, Shy Glizzy, Gold Link. Their videos is straight DC.
And I like
In the
that.
hood.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
I
I
like
see
that.
videos get shot on my block like every other week.
I like
You
that.
understand what I'm saying? I see videos get shot on my street every other week.
Every week. I like that.
I might be walking past the shit. Just pay
Nah,
attention,
they might
goddamn it.
get
Hey, look.
You understand what I'm
Hey,
saying? My car
look.
might be parked right there.
We wanted.
Yeah, right.
Hey, look, we done ran out of time. I wanted to get a performance from Miss Katrina, but we done ran so much. But listen, right quick, since we got a minute and a half left, can we get some quick bars right quick? Can we get some quick bars from both? Can I get can we get 5 minutes? Can we get 5 minutes to take this into the best of the best right quick? I got Kenilworth Katrina and Stinky Dink on stage about to give me some bars. Who wants to go first? I can't wait. Who go first? Who first?
Spark it up, baby.
Spark it up.
Spark it off.
You got it.
Yes, indeed. This is legendary in the making right here.
I'm gonna set it off for Kenilworth Katrina, y'all. I'm gonna take it to the lyrical. I'm the greatest rhymer of all time, all the time. Rhyme designer, combine line by line and rhyme. It takes a mind like mine. Y'all don't mind that I'm status, baddest operator of the apparatus. Bottom line, you won't find a shinier rhyme designer liner. I'm a 10 among these men, and then my pen a cosigner, a wizard of words, the most niggerish nerd to emerge. I drop the shit like turds. Do not disturb the surge. Fly like birds, high like herb with my type serve. My pen swerve as my words fishtail skirt. From the city to the burbs to the country, I'm funky with words. From the street to the curb, my words be real superb. Words to the mother, father, sister, and the brother. Words to any other motherfucking lyric lover. I flip the page, click the gauge, rip the stage. I rock and rage, shake the cage, make the graze. My shit is spades. You get it like I'm spitting A's. The cake is made. You get it like I'm getting paid. I'm good and bad. My gift of gab is a grenade. When it's displayed, lyrics spray flowing like a wave. Precise on the device, like the numbers on dice, like the white up on rice. And I'm twice that nice. On bodies like lice, on cheese like mice. You think I'm sice? Well, my flow be water like ice. It's basic, but I place it with flavor. Can you taste it? I spill skills till I'm wasted. And God graced it.
Ho. Go ahead.
Hey,
Go
look,
ahead.
Chocolate City is really an actual fact. I grew up the go-go, but yo, I just happen to rap. Rest in peace to Polo and Doughboy and all that then left. We will never forget you, homie. You one of the best. City of angels. Death come at us from different angles. Struggling, hustling, we ain't ashamed to it. It's my mission to make them listen in every city in all positions. Every borough is going bang to it. Northeast, my city ain't nothing like it. As a kid, I could remember being so excited. Said if I ever got the chance to put on for the fam, I'm in it forever. Made a promise to do all I can.
Yeah.
One time for Shrimp Boat, Foot Street, V7, Minnesota, where the hoods meet. Straight fellas, no telling what would have happened to me. You either lucked up or dead, but I said I wasn't gonna be.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get in there? Can I get in? No, for real though, I'm gonna get in. Y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
Yeah, go Ed. Come on, Ed.
I ain't rapped in years, but I'm gonna give y'all this. I came up with some shit to make these niggas say, damn, man, each line of my rhyme came from the mind of a madman. I spoken my piece, and now the piece has been broken. I lit this mic like a cigarette when the sign said no smoking. Because when I entered the party, all the damage was done. The last man that tried to hang ended up getting hung by a real ass nigga on some serious shit with Stinky Dink in my back. Busting caps in the mix. We're smoking shotguns and bloody bodies with bullet holes, more rhymes in the riddle, and more shit than a toilet bowl. With my finger on the trigger, mad nigga, cold killer. A bad man that kicks ass like Chip Low Miller. You remember the Redskin kicker.
I don't know how
collect big. Hold up, I ain't done yet. Collect big banks, come marching in like the Saints, cause I'm super like Joe Pesci and big like Tom Hanks, dropping bombs on these niggas and let them know I lit the fuse on Bad News up on Hill Street, and now you got the blues. You can't fit my shoes, so yo, don't put your feet in them, nigga. So go play a bugle boy while I spilled out some venom of a poisonous rhyme that's running shit like a bus line, hitting hard like a hammer, but you still can't touch mine.
Damn.
Can't touch
this nigga. Hey, I'm done. I'm done on it, y'all.
These motherfucking mics.
Look.
Thanks for
hey,
tuning
look,
in.
I forgot how to rap though.
Dropped all the motherfucking mics.
Hey.
Next week, 9 o'clock.
I had to, man. I couldn't let them outdo
Hold on,
me
wait a
out
minute.
here, man.
Can we get your social media?
Go.
At Kenilworth Katrina, man. Holla at me.
And he ain't on there. He said, y'all know who he
old
is.
school singing thing.
He a legend.
I don't do
He a
that.
legend. He don't
that.
gotta do all that.
Hit my man TB up. He'll let me know.
Yeah.
Tony Blunt. Y'all know what it is.
Man.
What's
Thanks,
up?
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Hey, Slim, you know how long I've been waiting for this day. I've been wanting to go to the Go-Go and rap against Stinky Dink since I was 13.
And you got him on the stage.
This is like a dream come
up.
true. Hey, listen, this is like a lifelong dream. Other people be wanting to meet crazy superstar. I had the pleasure of meeting this man and becoming good friends with him, man. Stinky Dink, one of the DC legends, man. I love this nigga, man. Get riggedy raw. I had the pleasure of having Miss Kenilworth Katrina up here, man. Like, she is awesome, man. She coming, we coming, DC. We about to put our name on the map. I got my girl Trashy Vashy. I still ain't nobody, and we out this bitch.